Welcome and what is up there, everybody? This is Casper Trader back here with another live stream today. This weekend we're doing a little bit of a shorter live stream. My apologies ahead of time. I'm a bit sick, so I may not last too long talking a lot. So this live stream is probably going to be anywhere around 20 to 30 minutes if we get lucky, and we'll just start as soon as possible. But while we wait for the first few people to join in, for those who are watching the replay, feel free to skip ahead a minute or two. I'm going to share the link to the live stream into our group chat on Discord. Alright, give me a second. Alright. Okay. 1 second. Finishing up. Oh my gosh, now my PC's low. Give me a second while I go grab my charger. Alright, feel free to skip ahead like 30 seconds or so. Alright, so, got my PC charger and we're ready to go. Let me just open up the little chat on the side and we'll get started as soon as possible. Alright, so, alright, let's put this in the corner and right here, minimize this a bit and we're good. Alright, so the first thing I want to talk about is the first stock that I obviously did purchase recently. Oops, that was my thumbnail. Which was Planet Fitness right here. Planet Fitness is on a very, very strong uptrend throughout the last, let's see, since 2016. This stock has started out like at around, let's see, it started off at around $14 or $15 or so, and now it's at a whopping $78. And after market hours, it's around $78.60 if I'm correct. And the profit margins on the stock when you swing trade it could be absolutely amazing. And also in this video, I'm going to be sharing the little strategy that I'm going to be testing out, and hopefully works out really well. And if it doesn't, that's perfectly fine. We'll just keep trying to find something that works. Test, 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 and test until you succeed. So the little strategy I'll be explaining in a minute. But first of all, Planet Fitness, my plan with it, which was a little bit with the strategy, I guess I'll just have to go into this strategy, is basically buying the stock under 3 conditions. First of all, the stock has to be over the EMA line, over the 9-day EMA line, over the 180-day SMA, which I cannot pull up right here because you can only have 3 indicators at a time, so I apologize for that. And as long as the RSI is trending upwards, and the MACD, which is key right here. Using the MACD, once that little blue line goes over the orange line, and as you can see, it barely did, but it did. And why I was convinced to like make this even a strategy, and implement this, was what I noticed is every time, if you look at the daily charts on stocks, every time, almost 99.9% of the time, when the MACD, little blue line, goes over the orange line, the stock ends up going up. And then if you were to sell when the blue line goes underneath the orange line, then you would make a pretty solid swing trade profit. And this happens like almost every single time. So right here it happened again. if you were to buy at 38.50 and sold at $40.74. Sometimes the margins can be bigger, sometimes smaller. But let's say something recently that happened. Planet Fitness right here, it was on the MACD. The MACD went over. It crossed over, and I think it was right on this day. Let's say you bought on this day. Even on the top of the green candlestick, you bought at like one of the worst timings. Maybe not the worst timings, but like at one of the peaks, you bought, let's say at $62 even. And if you were to hold it up until the MACD went under, crossed under, then you still would have made $67. And I know this is already like a strategy that people use. I completely understand, but I didn't understand this myself because I always had the MACD pulled up, but I didn't really do much research on it. I was like, oh, if it's going up, that's good. But until I did my research, um, I made myself like a little criteria. So like I said, over the 180-day SMA, over the 9-day EMA, RSI is trending upwards, and the MACD indicator crosses over. That's just key. And the one thing that I'm looking to edit a little bit about this strategy is, I would say, hoping, I think I'm hoping to change it a little bit so that I would only purchase if the MACD crosses over but it goes below or it goes to the zero mark on the MACD. Because as you guys can see, when it goes down from like a big hill on the MACD right here, sometimes it just touches over a little bit and then just breaks down below within a few days. So this trade right here that I made on Planet Fitness, it may be like a day or two swing. Hopefully take out like $1 profit or so. That would be pretty nice. But I would prefer to buy if the MACD goes underneath or on the zero mark on the MACD and then crosses over above. Just so it goes a little bit below so you know that it has gone to the support and then it's looking to bounce up. So that's my little philosophy right there on the strategy that I am trying to implement with my trading. And yeah, hope you guys appreciate that. Top options to trade this week, June. Nah. Options? You could do your own due diligence on that, but options are crazy sometimes. So and excuse me very much. I'm gonna drink a lot of water throughout this live stream. It's not gonna be so long, and I'm gonna blow my nose because I'm pretty dang sick. I've been sick for like 2 weeks or so. Finally got some medications, and yeah, starting to feel better. But it's hard to talk a lot. The throat dries up a lot, and yeah, I apologize in advance for that raspy throat. I'll get to your stocks in one little second. I'm gonna mute it while I blow my nose so I don't blow your eardrums out. So give me 1 millisecond. All right, so we're back with the stock AFL. All right, AFL right here. Entry at 55.24. Stop loss at $2.43. Okay, yeah, and price target of 65.84 with 4-to-1 win ratio. All right. All right, so with AFL right here, Aflac, I'm sorry. I wouldn't say it's possibly the best buy right now, especially because of the RSI, which is the thing that stands out most to me. Give me 1 second, actually. I'll give me a. All right, there you go. So I took out the 50-day SMA. I mean, so if you look at the daily charts for Aflac, the RSI is really overbought. It's at around 75 area. And usually when it goes to around this area, as you guys can see, went up here around this area. It went up a little bit, but it usually ends up going down drastically from there. But this took also a while. Also right here when it went up to around the 75 area on the RSI, it was at the price around $46, and then a day after, it was down to $42. So that was a pretty big jump down. It was around 10%. So I do not recommend buying at the RSI, but this is just my own opinions, my own perspective. So don't take this as 100% I shouldn't do this. this is just my perspective and opinion on the stock, so I hope you guys can understand that. All right, let's go over WM. And feel free to drop your stocks down. We'll go over them as soon as possible and try to make ourselves a good list of stocks to trade. All right, so also waste management right here. Man, this stock is booming. Also on a really high uptrend. I would really wait for this stock to actually bounce down to the 180-day SMA, or at least when the RSI is low, maybe around the 30 area, which would be right around the SMA. Right now, like I said, really overbought on the RSI. Stochastic indicator, it's not at a sell point yet, but it's looking to bounce down soon, because when it's at a high RSI, there's a high likelihood that it's going to probably bounce down soon. So this stock might be a good short, actually, possibly. If you were to short it, let's say you confirm that it's reversing downwards at 110 or 109 or whatever it is, and you bring it down, you short it until like 97. So that's around $10. That's around 10% if you were to short this stock. Search multiple moving averages under indicator and strategies in trade view. That should search multiple. All right, I'll try to figure that out later, David Isaac. Appreciate you trying to help me out, but I can still put as many indicators I want on this software, so it's all good. A stock that I did want to check out is Microsoft, not MSF. Microsoft. I'm looking more right now as a strategy to buy stocks. Not much of ETFs, more of stocks. Unless it's a really, really good buy on something, then of course yes. But stocks would be more safe, I would say. A little less of gains, but still a little safer, and it doesn't have like those huge unpredictable movements sometimes. Like recently, like oil has had huge movements. If you were to have like not looked at your stocks for like 2 days or so, you could have lost like 20% of your money. So it's a big deal. So Microsoft right here, it's a little bit overextended today. I feel like it'll have like a little bit of a pullback, at least the first half of tomorrow, or something like that. But the MACD indicator shows as a good buy signal. I mean, it did touch the zero baseline. I don't know. Just from my experience, usually when a stock has like a really good green day, at least in the beginning of the day, it has a dip down like at least, let's say, 0.5% or 0.25% before it starts curving back up. I don't know if this one did previously. Let's see. Oh no, this one just started going up. But if it were to have like a little bit of a dip, then I'd definitely buy it. Oh, like similarly to what happened here, it was trending up, and at the beginning of the day, it had a little bit of a dip down from 121.50 down to 120.50 area, 120.75 area, and then you could have bought the dip right here and then held it up to however long you were holding it. So that is just my own opinion on that, and I hope you guys appreciate it. All right, let's see. Next stock is PHK. Oh, and also, I'm really excited to go over the SPY ETF. That thing has been going crazy, and I want to talk about it a little bit. All right, so PHK, Pickmo High Income CF. I apologize again for me blowing my nose. I won't mute this time. Hopefully, it's not loud. All right, I'm sorry for hearing those noises. All right, so let's go over the stock really quick. PHK, RSI is all right. It's okay. But it's a little bit overbought in general. It's had a good amount of green days so far, so I would be expecting a little bit of a push down for a short period of time, like a pullback, and then I think it'll probably keep going up because the stock looks pretty good. At least to the SMA line, I think it could hit. It'll have probably like a little bit of a pullback and then hit to the SMA, which is around 25 cents above where it is right now. That's around 3%. If you want to take that swing, that's perfect. And I hope you guys can Sorry for so many interruptions, but man, my throat hurts. Gotta post on Instagram. I have certain engagement group times, and I gotta get a post in really quick. So give me 1 second, please. All right, this looks good. All right, let's post this. And would you guys be interested in a YouTube channel or a series about Instagram on Casper Trader, or just a new channel on it? Because I've been recently doing, I think, in my opinion, this is pretty well, which is around 700 followers a day. Recently hitting and starting to monetize the page, and that might be exciting for a few people. And if you would be interested in that, just put something in the comment section below in one of my videos, and I'll be sure to see it. And if there's enough people who are interested in it, we'll go ahead and make a channel about it, or make another series about it. So yes, I'm sorry, give me a second. It's gonna take about 30 seconds more. All right, come on, follow, blah 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 blah. All right, there you go. Yeah, I am interested in Instagram. All right, Riri, sounds good. Sounds good. All right, there you go. Tag. Bam. Bam. Damn, how do you get 700 followers a day? I need that. I've used some viral strategies, engagement groups, and yeah, it's going really, really well. Just being honest. All right, so let's post 8 o'clock exactly. Perfect. Yeah, today I think we're gonna cross over maybe 800 followers. Yesterday was around 700. So yeah, looking forward to that nice growth of the page. And yeah. So if you're interested in that, just let me know. I'll probably make, I already had a YouTube channel for this, but not a lot of people were interested in it, so I didn't continue on. But if you guys would like, I'll be sure to do so. All right, OEC right here. Orion Engineer. Okay, so this stock, it's on a little bit of a downtrend. It's under the 100-day EMA line. Even though the MACD just crossed over, and this is under the zero. Oh, okay. So one more thing about this strategy. It only, for right now, I'd only use it on uptrending stocks that are over the 180-day SMA. Because it's a little easier to, even if you miss like a sell point, you can just sell it like a few days later for a higher price. So there's not much worry of it just completely dipping down after you buy and you miss a sell point. Yeah, so this stock, maybe not the best buy right now. Possibly, I think it could still hit maybe up to the SMA line. After a little bit of a pullback, I think like a pullback of like 20 cents, like it did previously, or it might pull back more. Who knows? But I say I prefer buying stocks either at a low RSI or at a mid RSI that are trending up and are on an uptrend. All right, there you go. Can get that out. All right, let's go over SPY right here. SPY going absolutely nuts. I wasn't really on top of the news. I was a little bit busy with Instagram and other businesses. I got some side hustles running, but I just was watching SPY boom. So this is what I previously thought was gonna happen with ours with SM. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't even speak. With SPY, I honestly thought that it's gonna dip down right around this trend line right here. I thought it was gonna bounce back down and then keep going down, maybe something similar down to the area where it usually consolidated previously in 2018 at 263. And I was like, oh, that might be a solid buy point if I would like to buy like TQQQ or like either an ETF that tracks the overall stock market. Well, that didn't really happen. It just shot up to the moon, and that was absolutely mind-boggling for me. And I was looking for a really good buy point for SPY because I was thinking about doing some dividend stocks, but right now I don't know because it's so overbought right now. or the RSI is dipping down a little bit, but it's extremely high. At one point during, I think, on Friday's day, it was at around like 87. That's extremely high, and I definitely see this thing dipping down in the near future, but somehow it hasn't. So we'll just see how it goes. All right, we'll do 3 more stocks. So this is one Coca-Cola. So 2 more stocks after this. I apologize. I'm sorry. I really apologize. I'm pretty sick, so I don't want to be coughing in front of you guys for like 10 minutes straight. I think I could go for like a few more minutes, and I gotta go get like a what are those called? Like halls or whatever that is that you could just keep it in your mouth and it soothes your throat. Whatever that's called. This can be a good strategy for option. R size low, and this stock is over. YOLO it. I don't like the term YOLO it. I've been scrolling through Wall Street Bets for a while, David, and YOLOing isn't, I think, the best strategy out there. You can't get lucky, but yeah. Yeah, so let's go over Coca-Cola. Whoa, this thing's pretty overbought. It recently had a really big push upwards. Um let's see. Yeah, the MACD shows that it's a decent buy, I guess, but I myself wouldn't consider it maybe the best buy point right now because it's at a really high RSI point, which is around 70. And last time it did hit the 70 area with the RSI, right here, it did bounce down a bit. And previously also when it hit a high point, it bounced down, and also here it bounced down. Yeah, so Coca-Cola, I'd probably buy this one on the dip. Maybe once it dips down to the EMA or a little bit lower. Once the RSI is maybe around the 30 area, that would be a very good buy point for the stock, especially because it's dividend stock if you want to hold it long term. All right, so 2 more stocks. You guys want to drop them, or should I go over some of my own stocks that I'm looking at? And yeah, I'll give you guys like 10 seconds. Can't keep not saying anything for like longer than 5 minutes. All right. Let me check my watch list really quick. All right. No stocks. All right. So the 2 stocks I'm looking at right now, or let's just go with one right now. Tesla. Oh, all right. Shirley Lewis. We'll go over SQ in a second. Tesla. I think it's back at the spot where it was back in the old days. In 2014, 2015, and 2016. When Tesla was bouncing between the channel right here of 183 and around the area of 260 or 250 area, where it was usually just bouncing right in between support and resistance. And the stock, oh, honestly, I would say maybe it's a good buy, maybe not. I'd wait for a little bit of a confirmation. I mean, it did technically confirm it, but who knows if the stock won't just keep bouncing down, lower and lower and lower. With bad news about Tesla, who knows? So this stock maybe won't be the best, safest investment. It's a little more unpredictable, but if it does start making like a regular pattern, like a channel right here, then definitely would look like a good buy. Especially like let's say it starts doing what it was doing back in 2014, 2015. If you were to buy like at around the area, you saw this bounce, so you would buy at the area, let's say 208 back here, 208. Let's say you waited a little while, and you sold for 250. You would have made a nice $42 profit margin for this stock. That's around 20%, which in my opinion is a very good swing trade. So Tesla, right now it's a little bit unpredictable, but maybe it'll stabilize soon. SQ, this one's like bouncing up and under the SMA line. It's technically below it right now, but possibly it'll look like a good buy. But there's no solid pattern I can find on this. Like previously, it was bouncing off the SMA line a little bit above the SMA line, but you could identify the trend easily. Here, it's not very easily identified. It may, since it's been using the SMA line as sort of support, now it may be used as a resistance, so I'd watch out for that. So one more extra stock we'll go over. This is going to be the last stock, and maybe if you guys want to ask me one question, you can go ahead and do so. But then I'll be heading off because my throat hurts like heck. When the Chinese Tesla is built, Tesla will moon. Yeah. NIO, everyone is so hyped about NIO as well. But that thing, I don't, here, really quickly, let me just check. Yeah, that thing just keeps going down, 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 lower, lower, lower. So, yeah. Chinese Tesla Industries. Alright, so, I think we can identify the resistance on this one with a trend line. Alright, so let's say something around there. It's not always ideal. I look more at the RSI, but right here, as you guys can see, RSI is pretty overbought. It's at around the 70 area. I say buy around the 30 area. So once this thing does dip down, let's say it dips down to around the, let's say this is the support. Maybe it'll start creating support right around here. Let's say support, it finds support right around the area of $47 or $48. If you were to buy from here and then sell, even if you were to be kind of, let's say, conservative with your position, if you were to sell it around the 58 area or 57 area, that's already 20% profit margin on this stock. So definitely a good buy. Not right now, but later it could be definitely a really good buy point. Right around the like $48 area, 50 area even. So yeah. I'm pretty sure that's going to be it for today's video. I really apologize, guys, for not making this a little bit longer, going over more stocks. But I'll be releasing videos hopefully daily this following week with Robinhood, maybe adding some more to the account just for some long-term investments or some more swing trading. But I'll update you guys on that with the daily videos. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, I hope you smash that like button and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you guys have not yet. And I hope you guys have a fantastic next trading week. And thanks for watching.